What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I actually be bringing y'all this doubles Y flex offset mini scheme. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn post notifications on. Now, before I do get into the video, I do ask if you find any value whatsoever out of this, or if you just enjoy the scheme, if you could do me a favor and watch at least 30 seconds of any ad that you may see throughout the video, because my plan is actually to become a full-time YouTuber. And if you don't know, if you hit skip ad, I actually do not get paid for it. So I would truly appreciate it only if you find value out of this video. So let's go and dive right into it. So the formation we're talking about is doubles Y flex offset. So for Audibles, well, not Audibles, for personnel, honestly it doesn't matter however it comes. Normally the way they have it, they usually have your best receiver right here, they have your second best right here, and of course your third. Now, one recommendation I would probably make for the scheme I'm showing you today, for the scheme I'm showing, I would suggest putting your second best receiver right here, and then maybe your third best right here. So if you want to do it that way, you can, or if you want to leave it stock, it's completely up to you. But let's go ahead and talk about what I like out of this. So this is one of the few formations where I'm actually going to talk about a run play and actually featuring it, and it's going to be this RPO read flat. So I'm going to show you that, and then the two plays I'm going to show you to complement it are Y cross, and I'm going to show you PA read. Now please keep in mind there are so many good plays in this formation, but I'm only choosing to do 3. I may do a part 2, I'm not sure yet, but for right now I'm only doing 3. So other plays that I like, so I do like the Z spot, I do like fork wheel, I do like angle smash, and also I do like this Y shallow cross. So like I said, there's a whole lot of other plays I like. I just don't want us to do like a 30-minute video on all this. So I hope this video can only be about 15-20 minutes maybe, hopefully not even that long. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So we are going to be talking about this RPO read flat slant. So we're just going to take a look at something like cover 3. So the reason why I love this play is because you have literally a 3-way option, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep it all the way honest with y'all. I don't ever throw that slant. Yes, it can get open, but sometimes they'll call you for a legal man down the field, which is why I don't really like throwing it. But the thing I want y'all to pay attention to is this bubble route by triangle and R1. Those are usually always open, especially when they start zone dropping, which they will have to with the scheme that we're running. And y'all know I have gameplay of this, of course. So let's go and dive into it. So one thing you can notice is what I love to do, and you see it in gameplay, I love to do exactly that, and I'll hop into replay and kind of show you what my whole agenda is behind that. So 9 times out of 10, no matter what, unless it's short down and distance, I'm always going to try to keep this ball. See right here, they gave me a keep. He chased the running back. Now, if I wanted to, I can throw this out here in the flats. So that's what I like about this play, because if they are zone dropping, then a lot of times he's going to come down and try to play the quarterback. As you can tell, and when they are zone dropping, sometimes he does the same thing. It's something you have to really watch for. But I'm gonna go back and show you that yes, I can still throw R1 right here, but just be careful. You need a mobile quarterback to do that. Now I like this because if they start zone dropping, this guy usually be way back here, and you'll see why in the scheme that I'm gonna show you. And then 9 times out of 10, this is just gonna be screaming wide open. That's an easy throw. You'll see me doing that in gameplay all the time. And look at this. Sometimes you can still hand this. As you can tell, he might get tackled in the back, but if you can get like a broken tackle, you could break. Or worst case scenario, if sometimes you could turn this up right here, as I tried to, but I'm actually going to show you me throwing that. And the reason it's kind of like I can't really tell you exactly what they're going to do because it's a read play, so sometimes it changes up. So let's see what happens this time. So you see how now you see how R1 was wide open. I meant to throw it, but I completely forgot. So I'm gonna make sure I throw it this time though. Let's see right here, go and snap the ball. So you see right there, boom. That's what I was trying to explain to you, that sometimes you can throw that, maybe you get a broken tackle animation, but those are the particular things that you're looking for. So real quick, I will show you against like cover 2, and I'll make sure you against man, and then we'll hop into some gameplay. Like I said, it's just really nice. Let's see, boom. That's what I was trying to explain to you right there. So you see just what happened. That's normally what happen in the gameplay, and I'm actually gonna just dive into man coverage and show you gameplay because it's really simple. All you're doing is reading, but I'm just kind of showing you what it looks like against this various coverages. So boom, let's see, they give us a give animation, so that way we actually keep it, get a few yards. So as you can see in the gameplay, we were able to break a whole lot of runs. Sometimes I was throwing the bubbles, and sometimes, like I said, I was taking it with Deshaun Watson and turning it up and getting yards. That's why it kind of was hard to show you against computer, because, you know, against the actual opponent, things are going to be very different than what you see right here in practice mode. But anyway, I do want to go ahead and move on. So the next play we're all going to talk about is going to be wide cross. So with this play, this is what the play I was telling you is going to force your opponent to have the zone drop. So for setup number one, what I like to do, I like to take square, put them on a smoke screen. Then I like to take triangle, put them on a streak just like this. And now I'll either leave it just like this, or I'll take R1 and put them on a swing route. And normally what that does, it widens out any flat defenders, so the curl flat normally widens them out to where you can actually hit circle in a nice soft spot. And I'll show you both reads. Actually, I was going to take the sack right here, to be honest with you. Hopefully I get enough time to be able to show you exactly what I wanted. Okay, cool. So as you were kind of able to tell, this is going to be a play that's going to really mess with somebody trying to use her a hook curl. That's what we're banking on. 9 times out of 10, when somebody's playing cover 3, they're either going to use her to safety, or they're going to use one of these two hook curls, and we're going to use that to our advantage. And if they start trying to use people like curl flats, oh, we're going to eat all day. I promise we will. I'm not even going to touch on that because hardly anybody ever does that. But if they do, just attack the middle, because it's going to be easy to manipulate those hook zones. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into it. So the reason why I like this play is because this smoke screen is actually going to pull down a curl flat. If they aren't zone drop, it's going to pull him down, of course, and you're going to see that's just legit wide open, because this streak is actually going to occupy this this third over here. I couldn't think of the name. It's going to occupy that third over there, so what, creating that natural void right there. Now let's go ahead and look at this other side, right? So you're probably wondering, where's the user going to go, bro? Isn't the user going to follow that? So let's just look. So what the user's going to do, let's say he's the user, right? So he's probably going to want to follow that and then have to pull back. Why? For this in route. So what's going to do what? Leave this wide open. And if they zone drop, then guess what? We'll just check this down, because if they zone drop, this guy, of course, would be over here, right? So we'll be able to check that down. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, what if they use this guy? So what if they want to take away this, and then, you know, this person's down here, then what do we have to do now? Now we're just going to hit this right about here, right when he passes up the hook curl, and then the worst thing you could do is get baited. So you really have to just read it, because if he wants to pull back, we'll just throw that on the sideline, and then if he doesn't, then look, we'll just have this easy little low ball dot right there. So like I said, I can give you all the tips and everything, but it's up to you. You have to make a read. I promise everything I give you works. I'm showing you gameplay. You just have to make that read. Do not get baited. But let's go ahead and show you against cover 2. Let's go and press. Now with cover 2, I'm going to pull up the same setup for you. Right here we go. So with cover 2, it's actually not going to pull down that corner. So you're going to have to kind of make a read. I'll show you here in a second. I'll take a sack. Hopefully I can buy some time so you can see. You should be able to see that. So what you're going to notice with cover 2 actually does a pretty good job at taking away that backside in route, but there is additional setup that I want to give you specifically for cover 2. But anyways, this is what I'll tell you about. Sometimes it pulls him down. So you see how first it pulled him down because he's pressing, but he ends up bailing out and then actually making to be able to recover. Now if you want to, you can wait for him to stutter and then you can throw it. I'll show you that here in a second, but that does get open. But you can also take this now. Look at how far back he dropped. So we're at what, we're at the 35, right? So he's all the way up here at the 50. So you can easily throw this. Look, there is nobody around here. So if they aren't zone dropping, or if they are zone dropping, this will still be wide open because nobody's zone dropping at cover 2. Nobody's gonna play cover 2 hard flats. Or if they do, then I mean we'll just throw this, you know. So that's why I said it's a really good play. But the only thing that sucks is that this does not get open. But if you want this, if you want an option over here, then I'm gonna show you what you have to do. So it's kind of two things you could do. So for one, this is specifically for cover 2 because we know cover 3 and cover 4, those play the same way with those curl flats. But if you wanted to run a setup for cover 2, what I recommend is take a circle and put them on a baby in route. And I'll show you what this looks like real quick. So what's going to happen is you're going to be at a circle right there, and you'll be able to hit that little soft spot for about 5 yards. Or you'll see me doing that in gameplay here in a second. Or if you kind of want to gain a little bit more yards, then what you can do the same setup, right? You can take R1. Now you can put them on a I always forget the name of this route for some reason, a curl route, and then you can honestly leave it just like this. And I'll show you what this looks like here. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have R1, as you can tell, kind of low ball that, and now we can get like 6-7 yards. So those are two additional options you could do just for cover 2. So if they're playing any type of vertical hooks. So I do want to go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on to man coverage, then I'll get some gameplay. So let's go ahead and press. So against man, this is the setup I say for man coverage. So what I like to do for, you can do it for zones too, but I like it for man. So what I like to do, I like to take circle, put them on a slant. I like to take R1, put them on a swing route, and then we'll set up that other side just the same way. So we can have a 1-2 read between X and square, or if we go and reset the play, you can leave this left side and read between this zig and you can read between the slant, and you can run it this way. So you look at the zig first, you might look at the slant, or you can always have X, because sometimes X can get covered, but if he's on a linebacker, he's going to be able to win that matchup if he's a good tight end. You see right there, he does get bad because that's Jordan Atkins. So if you have a bad tight end, I recommend keeping that zig route, because you want to have 3 options available. And don't worry, I have a specific setup for man coverage that I do like out of other play we're going to talk about. But like I said, if they're shading over the top, which I didn't, 9 times out of 10, if you're going to have this zig route wide open, even if he doesn't, this is normally your second best receiver. That's why I say I recommend putting your second best receiver here. He'll be able to win on that route 9 times out of 10. And also, if you have a bad tight end, like I said, you just want to read between the zig or the backside slant, because 9 times out of 10 the user is going to take this route right here, and that normally leaves this backside slant wide open. Now, the last play that I am going to talk about is going to be this PA read play. So as you can see right here, this is what the play looks like normally. Now, one thing I do want to mention, I didn't mention it before because I want to get this video as fast as possible, but if I'm running PA read, I want to have as much room as possible with this crosser route, so I may want to move the ball to this left hash. Now, if I run something like wide cross, then I may want to move the ball to the right hash. So you always want to run these crossing routes to the field. I'm just in the middle, just so that way I don't have to keep flipping hashes. That's just pretty much why. But anyways, we do have PA read right here. So for setup number 1, I like to take circle, put him on a streak. I like to block my running back, and I like to take square, put him on an in route. Now, this is almost exactly the same like what I just told you before. So it's going to make the user kind of have to hesitate, and that's exactly what we want, because it almost looks like this play, right? So you see right here, let's say I set it up. Let's say I set it up like this, right? So it almost looks like this play, but we're actually running it to the other side. So you see right here, boom, and we're set up. So with this play, they're going to have to zone drop to be able to guard. Let's see if I can buy some time. Nope, I can't. But as you can tell, triangle is going to get wide open, and we're also going to have square that gets wide open. So if you want to, I would recommend double teaming the end and maybe drifting out that way. I just didn't do it, just so I knew that it was going to get open, basically. But if you wanted to, what I was trying to say, you could double team this guy, and you want to kind of drift out the pocket this way, because everything's flowing to the right side. So what if they are zone dropping, you will have this wide open. So he will be about right here. As you see in the gameplay, I'm gonna have it wide open, but he's gonna be about right here, this person. So 9 times out of 10, as soon as he comes out his break, you'll be able to pass lead that up for about 10 yards easily. Now, what's good about this is that this baby in route is gonna be able to get open right about here, and I promise you'll be able to lowball that. I know you might be thinking, real, they could click on that, and no, they can not if you lowball it. Now, if you regular pass that, I can't make any promises, but if you lowball that right here, you'll get that 10 out of 10 times, I promise. And right here, like I said, this is your money read, because he's going to get sucked down by this zig route, and that's going to allow you to hit this right here. And the streak, of course, is going to hold that middle safety. Not middle safety, but deep third corner. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So with cover 2, I like this play against cover 2, running it just like this. Take circle. Just make sure you put him on a streak, because he is on a comeback, so do not forget to put him on a streak, or you're going to get all messed up. So right here, oh, I would double team the wrong person, but that's fine. Right here, you're going to see maybe roll out the pocket, boom, hit him right there. And don't be afraid to roll out the pocket, because to run this offense, you do need a mobile quarterback. I'm not going to say need, but it's great to have, especially when I show you that run play that I've already shown you. So right here, let's talk about cover 2. So with cover 2, he's actually going to get pulled down by the zig route, and then what? That's going to allow you to throw it right here over the top. And now right here with this in route, as you can tell, this in route, as long as he passes up this first vertical hook, you can throw this ball easily right here. So I could have just stopped. So you can see right here, I actually didn't even start rolling out yet. So I could have threw this ball right about here, You know, I could have possessioned it, or I could have racked it and maybe made this guy miss. So there's so many things you can do, because what I'm gonna tell you what a user's gonna do. So 9 times out of 10, this guy's going to be in the middle third anyway, so even if he's not, he's still not going to match him. So the user's either going to be right here or right here. So if the user is over here, he's going to follow that crosser route 9 times out of 10. So that's going to leave this wide open. Now if he's over here, 9 times out of 10, he's going to let this zig route go, and he's actually going to pick up this crosser. So a lot of times you can still have this guy right here as an easy read. Now, I do want to show you what I love to do against man coverage. And keep in mind, just because I say against man doesn't mean it doesn't work against zone. I'm just showing you what I do when I see man coverage and I call this play. Now, I'm not going to shade or anything. I'm going to let the press animations happen. So for this, you just want to take X, put him on a slant. Take circle. You still want to put him on a streak. And you want to take R1, put him on a swing right, and you want to take square and put him on a zig. So what this is going to do, this is going to make the user have to decide on exactly what does he want to guard. So he's going to have to either guard X on the slant, which normally gets open, and he's also going to have to guard triangle on a crosser, which is your second best receiver. So let me just kind of show you what that looks like. Hopefully I get a little bit of time here. I try to step up in the pocket, but I'm going to hop in replay real quick and just show you some gameplay of me actually doing this, because like I said, for some reason in practice mode, like, you kind of can't work the pocket. It's extremely hard. So anyways, like I told you, 9 times out of 10, they just aren't going to press them, because normally that's a linebacker. And if they are coming out in something like a 3-down lineman set, do not be afraid to run the ball. They have like 0-1 trap inside zone out of this, so those are really good plays to get them out of a 3-down lineman set. So normally they're going to be in like a 3-3-5 wide or a big nickel. So anyways, the slant 9 times out of 10 will get open. In practice mode, they do a pretty good job, but in games, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be open if they don't use it. And also, this is your second best receiver running a crosser, so 9 times out of 10, that's also going to be wide open as well. And honestly, like I said, the user's going to be here. He's going to have to choose, do I want to run with this, or do I have to run with that? But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video and this little scheme. And also, like I said, make sure you do utilize the run plays. If there are in a defense where you don't feel comfortable passing, please do not be afraid to run the ball. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Rail, and I'm out.